Shalom, shalom, goddammit! We're here on the Dave's Gone By show, and Dave has been kind enough to let me, Rabbi Sol Solomon of Temple Sons of Bitches in Great Neck, New York, conduct this exciting and wonderful and terrific interview that I have here with me in the studio now today. I am here with a woman, a nice chicky baby. Oh my God, what a pair she has on her. Her name is Andrea Kolb. And she's in a show. It's one person, one woman. You're just one woman, right?
Usually I'm just one woman.
Just one woman.
For you, I'll be a couple.
Two things on you, but there's just one of you in total there. It's called Sometimes Over the Summer, and it's been playing in the Midtown International Theater Festival, which is a big hoity-toity name. Oh, I'm impressed. First of all, I want to introduce the very funny, the very wonderful, and the very those are nice. They're really nice. Andrea Kolb. God damn it! What?
You're, a little forward.
Welcome,
we just met.
Well, what the hell? I have 18 and a half children. I've seen it all.
You've seen it all.
I've seen it all, and then some. God damn it! So how
are
you?
A little angry. I'm okay. I took the Long Island Railroad, which was a odyssey for me because I'm from Manhattan, and anything out of Manhattan is an odyssey.
Yes, but having seen your show, the whole thing of trains going through tunnels, I assume really appeals to you there.
Was that supposed to be a sexual innuendo, Rabbi?
Oh, I don't know. Innuendo, outuendo, I don't know. I've seen your show. I was a little shocked.
You were shocked?
I was a little bit shocked.
I think you were a little turned on, Rabbi. Let's be frank.
This is from my payas went up. Yeah.
Not to mention the yarmulke that you're wearing.
The yarmulke.
He's wearing a red yarmulke, folks.
But we should explain. First of all, what the hell is your show? Tell everybody what your show is, goddammit.
So you swear, Rabbi?
All the time.
All the time. All right. Well, my show is a show about 3 generations of women, and it focuses on me and my mother and my grandmother as sort of alter egos for what I'm trying to navigate through life's minefields. I grew up in the 70s on the Upper West Side and was told I could have everything and sort of didn't grow up at all because all the rules were broken. My mother grew up in the 50s. She got divorced. And my grandmother grew up in the 30s, and she stayed married, hated her marriage. So I'm trying to sort of say, how far have we come from the 30s to now? How much has changed between men and women in marriage and children? And that's the...
Well, have you drawn any conclusions from that? Or is it just all out there like a mishmash?
It's just all questions. It's like Passover.
How many roads must a girl walk down before you can call her a woman?
Right.
This is the kind of thing.
Hey, that's good.
That is good. I've got to remember that.
So yeah, let me remember
I'll
that.
tell that one to Dave also.
Please, tell it to my publicist.
But you were telling all about your family. What happens to you in this whole process?
To me, I end up having a very intellectual kind of privileged background, and then think I'm going to do all these wild things and end up in a pretty traditional marriage with a guy that grew up Orthodox and then left the Orthodoxy.
That son of a bitch. Let's talk about this.
All right.
Why did he leave the Orthodoxy, goddamn son of a bitch?
He's in conflict because the yarmulke, as I say in my show, is revolving. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off.
Yeah.
He gets in a mood. All of a sudden, he's davening. We went to Miami Beach once, and I came out, and he's on the porch with the tefillin and the shawl davening. I didn't know what was going on.
You sure he wasn't shooting up?
No, I'm not.
But wait a minute. So what would get him in? And what was he? Was raised Orthodox?
He was raised Orthodox.
Or
No, he went to Yeshiva, Chavetz Chaim. His parents were Holocaust survivors.
Circumcised?
Very circumcised.
Okay, just checking. So tell me, goddammit. He would go through these stages where he would be more Jewish than others?
Yeah, he would get, I guess, emotional, and then all of a sudden he would become a little more religious, and I, was very confused because I did not grow up religious. I grew up, I went to school with all religions, we went to the synagogue on holidays. I was like a holiday Jew.
I got you.
I wasn't
I was a
sun is setting. Oh my God, hurry up!
I'm more of a Tisha B'Av Jew, actually. That's my holiday. I love that Tisha B'Av.
What is that Tisha B'Av?
I don't know, but I just love it.
I just love saying
It's a sad one. It's the 9th of Av. The temple was destroyed. Other things were destroyed.
It's the aggravation.
So sad, yeah.
The
Milton Berle died. I don't know about that. So what happened between you and the husband that made it bad?
We had different desires, and we were not able to reconcile our differences, basically. I mean, I believe that people get divorced not because they have problems, because every relationship has problems. It's because...
Oh, you're telling me, goddammit.
You're having a problem with your wife?
With Miriam Libby, let me tell you.
Miriam Libby?
Miriam Libby and our 18 and a half children.
What do you expect from her, 18 children?
I expect 25 children.
This is not normal. That's what my husband...
Every Jew should procreate.
That was my husband.
Yeah.
He wanted me to have more and more and more. That was one of the biggest things.
How many did you have?
I had one.
One?
One.
What the hell? What, you got the tubes tied or something? What's wrong with you?
No, I wanted to wait a little longer, and he was like, you know...
Pop them out.
You know, my mother, my grandmother are exaggerated characters to make a point. You know, my husband, you know, the men I don't do, I just react.
Sounds like you did a lot of men. That's one of the things
that
shocked me about the show.
It did?
I mean, you, with all due respect, you do come off as a bit of a slut. Yeah.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Oh, you're very
That's why you invited me on.
Are you kidding? Of course.
That's what you
You
wanted.
think I have men on this program? God damn it.
Did I really?
Look in the synagogue all days. Men in hats, men in suits.
Listen, I went to a stand-up comedy club, and this Orthodox old guy came up to me and asked me where the closest strip club was.
Aye.
And I felt for him. And he was so ashamed.
You felt him or you felt for him?
I didn't feel him. I felt for him.
All right.
He was a little old for me. All right. Not to mention he hadn't showered in about 2 weeks. All right. Other than that, fine.
I was like, listen, if you want to go to a strip club, you should take a shower.
At that age, they don't want a left dance, they do a crap dance.
Not to mention the breath. I'm like, you had to have a garlic bagel now? I don't know.
Go rent a porn movie, go home.
I felt for him. I don't think he ever saw a naked woman. I don't know.
Well, speaking of naked
women.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to take off my clothes, but you know, my grandmother might.
Your grandma?
I have a very...
Bring her in here. But she's allowed.
I don't know if she'll take off her clothes, but she's pretty
Maybe
out
just
there.
the top or the truss. Okay, what's her name anyway?
My grandmother's name is Helen.
Grammy? I had a Grammy Helen too?
Oh my God!
Oh my God! And they're both dead.
Yes.
This is.
She lived to be 100 years old.
What are
Baruch
you knocking
Hashem.
wood? What,
I
you
don't
think
know.
she's going to die again?
No, that I should live that long.
And you know, knocking wood isn't even a Jewish thing. It's a terrible thing to knock wood. Because if you knock wood, you know what that represents?
See, these Jews are filled with these phobias, yeah.
I learned this. It comes from knocking the nails into the hands of Jesus on the cross. I heard this.
Really?
That's really the superstition.
So what do I knock? My head?
Yeah, that's what Jews generally do.
Right.
Or the Goyim knock the Jews' heads into the wall, so we knock our heads. This is why when we daven in the synagogue and we go back and forth like this, it's knocking the head into the bench. It's like, oi!
I hate myself.
Yes. If you ever see pictures of old Jews, they've got swellings on their heads, out to here because that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Banging the head on the wall. My son does that.
Yeah, get your grandmother in here, goddammit.
All right. Let me go get her.
All right, hold on. Rabbi,
I'm so happy to be here. I always wanted to be on the radio.
Are you quelling?
I could have been a very famous radio host myself, but it's my husband was always on my back, son of a bitch. So I couldn't do it. But
sounds like he was on your back and your front, if you know what I'm saying.
No, he wasn't on my front.
Oh, really?
Once I had a baby. That was it. Andrea the baby.
Andrea Kolb the baby. She's the one who has that show, by the way.
Star. Did you see that show? That show is fantastic. Only my daughter could write that show.
What the hell? It's called Sometimes Over the Summer?
Sometimes Over the Summer. Is that like a Tennessee Williams title or what? She got that from me. Can I tell you? Because I'm very, very, very creative. I write poems in the nursing home. I write them up in heaven. I have boyfriends up there.
Oh, you do? Oh, you date in heaven? This is
dating in heaven.
What is a date in heaven like?
It's heaven.
That's yeah.
All right, that was obvious.
In the background, or no?
You know what? You can do what you want most of the time. They leave you alone. You know what I'm saying?
You can eat what you want, right?
You can eat what you want. You want a little bacon? No one says anything. Big deal. You sneak off. You have a little BLT sandwich. You want to have a little hanky-panky over there. No one's.
Well, in heaven, I would assume it's hanky-panky 23/7 for crying out loud.
Not 1 hour sleep up here.
Yeah, I mean, it would be.
I have to watch my my granddaughter to make sure she doesn't, do anything to.
Well, have you ever been really worried about her, about the situation she was in with the marriage and she had an affair at one point?
Excuse me.
What?
She was what?
She had a catered affair at Leonard's.
That's right. Was that beautiful? Wasn't that gorgeous?
Yeah. Oh my God.
And it was kosher food.
And the band, they were too loud, but it was a good band.
Oh, but they were good though. But they played that.
Never heard an ocarina used that way. It was fabulous.
I know, but the line was very nice when they all held.
Oh, the conga.
The conga line. Yes. Did you see me on the conga line?
No, I missed. Oh my God.
I know the hips were a little big, but I had a nice dress. I got the very nice. Not Dora's dress, because Dora. Did you see Dora? She looked awful.
Oh no. Oh, what was she?
My sister Dora. She doesn't know how to dress, and she follows me around everywhere. Every department store, she's following me around. We look exactly alike. Once I thought that she was in the department store because I saw my reflection in the mirror. I started yelling at her. They kicked me out.
Terrible, terrible. What do you wish for your daughter?
I wish my daughter happiness.
How do you? Were you happy? Did you have a happy life? Does anybody have a happy life?
I'm Jewish. I suffer. I suffered through, but I always had this little spark, this little sense of humor, which I passed down to my granddaughter.
Yes. This is so important.
If you can laugh, you'd be all right. Because you can step back and you make a little fun of life.
So many people go through life angry, and I hate that. Goddammit!
If you take the yarmulke off, are you bald? I don't mean to get too personal.
I'm not bald as often as I'd like to be, but then again, my wife is pregnant half the time. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
Very cute, Rabbi.
Oh.
So you have a wife. You happy with your wife?
She's a wife. What can I tell you?
She's a wife.
Yeah,
you said she's a life.
There you go.
That's pretty good. She's a life.
She's a life.
How long have you been married?
I'm a lifer. What can I... We've been married...
And I'm dead, so...
25 and a half years.
That's a very long time.
Oh, it's a very long time.
And how old are you?
I'm 25 and a half.
You came out of the embryo, and that was it.
We joined heads when we were fetuses, and we've been together.
Wow, no matchmaker, nothing.
We even had kosher food piped into the amniotic sac. It was wonderful.
This I never heard of. This must be modern technology.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Because in my day, we squat, the baby comes out.
If I squat, lots of things come out, but no babies.
I don't want to hear about that, Rabbi.
God,
please.
You don't. If I don't have my prunes in the morning,
I don't need to hear. Did you make today? Did you not make? At least in heaven, every day it's not. So did you go? No one.
Do people go?
No, that's.
You don't have to.
You don't have to go.
But you're not constipated.
No, you're not constipated. You don't have to worry about how many times you went. You don't need the prune juice. You don't need to. It's not an obsession in heaven.
What do you do with all the extra time?
We have bingo. We play parties. I have a couple boyfriends. We watch, our families. We have certain times to see what's going on.
I've always wondered about this for people in heaven. You're watching the people down below, the son, the daughter, the granddaughter, and all that. And you're watching them. It's good. You want to look out for them. You watch them when they're taking a dump, when they're stooping, when they're touching themselves. At what point do you go, I don't want to see this?
Yes, you have to be selective because they can't see you.
That's right.
You can see them.
Maybe they can smell you a little bit, but
no, they can't. Maybe they can smell you. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm wearing very nice perfume.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's Trish McAvoy #3.
Why would you wear an Irish perfume? There should be a perfume named Shechelman's. That would be. But I need to get your daughter back, your granddaughter back, please.
Okay,
Andrea Kolb.
All right. Baby, come here. Baby, come here. Yeah, the rabbi wants to talk to you.
Hello.
I'll be out there.
Here she is. That was very nice talking to her grandma. She's quite well preserved.
Yeah, she's doing pretty well up there, huh? Yeah.
Aside from this, you do stand-up comedy, and you're doing this. I assume you're going to be doing this elsewhere after. Yeah,
my show's probably going to move to a theater in Connecticut called the Seven Angels Theater.
Angels, this is good. That's.
I said, look, I want prophets, not angels. Okay, the Seven Prophets Theater.
As long as you turn a prophet, that's the most important thing in Judaism. Damn it.
So I'm doing this festival, then we're probably going to do a regional run and then try to bring it off Broadway.
I want to thank so much Andrea Kolb for stopping in to the Dave's Gone By.
It was a big schlep on the LIR, but you know what? I'm happy I came.
It was worth it, wasn't it?
It was worth it. I'm taking a cab home. I don't care how much it costs.
Thank you again, and don't forget, sometimes over the summer, look for Andrea Kolb. She has a website too, AndreaKolb.com, right?
Correct.
There it is. Thank you so much. God damn it. We'll be back.
Okay.